For decades, commercial aviation has been dominated by two giants, Boeing and Airbus. Their jets connect continents and power the global economy. This is a true duopoly, two companies shaping nearly every aspect of large passenger aircraft. Their influence extends from airline fleet choices to the very standards of air travel. Boeing's legacy includes the iconic 747, while Airbus revolutionized the industry with innovations like fly-by-wire controls. The barriers to entry are immense. Cost, complexity, and industrial scale. Airlines that buy Boeing or Airbus are locked into their ecosystems for decades, creating deep-rooted dependency. This gives the duopoly enormous leverage over the industry. But the world is changing. New economic powers are rising, and the two-player game is being challenged. A new force is emerging from China, with the resources and vision to build its own aviation champion. This isn't just about building planes, it's about reshaping the global aviation landscape. The era of the unshakable duopoly may be ending with China as the catalyst. China's economic boom has fueled a massive demand for air travel, making it the world's largest aviation market. Boeing and Airbus have sold thousands of jets to Chinese airlines, but this reliance is a double-edged sword. For China, depending on foreign-made aircraft is a strategic vulnerability, one that extends to parts, maintenance, and software. In a world of shifting alliances and trade tensions, this is a risk China can't accept. The ambition is not just economic, but deeply strategic. To master the design and production of its own commercial jets. This is central to the Made in China 2025 initiative, aiming for global leadership in high-tech industries. COMAC, the Commercial Aircraft Corporation of China, was created in 2008 to break the Western duopoly. Backed by massive state funding, COMAC's mission is clear. First, meet domestic demand, then compete globally. This is not a gamble, it's a national priority. The journey is long and challenging, but the goal is non-negotiable. China is determined to become the third pillar of global aviation. China's path to building a world-class jetliner began with the ARJ-21, a small regional jet. The ARJ-21 faced delays and challenges, but it was a vital learning experience for Chinese engineers. Relying heavily on Western systems, it taught COMAC about supply chains and certification. The ARJ-21 entered service in 2016, a modest but important milestone. The next leap was the C919, designed to compete directly with the Boeing 737 and Airbus A320. The C919 is more ambitious, representing a huge step in scale and complexity. It still uses many Western components, but showcases China's growing design and integration skills. The C919 entered service in 2023, and its success depends on COMAC's ability to ramp up production and reliability. The ARJ-21 was about learning to walk, the C919 is about learning to run. The next challenge, building a long-haul wide-body jet. This brings us to the C929, a project that would test China's ambitions on a global scale. Each step has brought China closer to true aviation independence. Now the focus shifts to the wide-body market. With single-aisle jets underway, China set its sights on the wide-body market, the realm of the Boeing 787 and Airbus A350. In 2017, COMAC partnered with Russia's United Aircraft Corporation to create the CR929, aiming for a 280-seat long-range jet. On paper, the partnership made sense. Russia brought design experience, China brought funding and market access, but the alliance was troubled from the start, with disagreements over control, suppliers, and sales strategy. China wanted proven Western systems for competitiveness. Russia insisted on domestic components. The project became a tug-of-war between pragmatism and self-sufficiency. Marketing disputes and supplier choices deepened the rift. The CR929 symbolized two national ambitions pulling in different directions. Instead of synergy, the partnership exposed fundamental differences. The cracks widened, threatening the project's future. The dream of a joint global competitor began to unravel. The CR929 was caught between competing visions and growing mistrust. The fragile China-Russia partnership was shattered by Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine. Western sanctions isolated Russia, making it impossible to use key Western suppliers for the CR929. For China, continuing the partnership risked global market access and certification. The project's commercial logic collapsed. No Western engines, no global sales, no certification. China faced a choice: abandon its wide-body dream or go it alone. By mid-2022, Russia's role was dramatically reduced. The R in CR929 was fading. China prepared to take full control, turning a joint venture into a solo mission. The war in Ukraine forced China to accelerate its own path to aviation independence. The wide-body dream wasn't dead, but it needed a new direction. The CR929 would be reborn as a purely Chinese project. Geopolitics had reshaped the future of Chinese aviation. With Russia out, COMAC rebranded the project as the C929, a wholly Chinese wide-body jet. Free from partnership constraints, China could now chart its own course. The first move, re-engage with Western suppliers for engines, avionics, and key systems. This pragmatic approach de-risked the project and made the C929 more attractive to global airlines. The C929 is designed for 280-320 passengers and a 12,000 kilometer range, directly competing with the Airbus A330neo and Boeing 787. Advanced composites and modern design aim for efficiency and global appeal. But the burden is now entirely on China, financially and technically. Developing a wide-body jet is a monumental challenge, requiring billions in investment and world-class engineering. Integrating complex systems into a safe, efficient airframe is the ultimate test. The C929's success or failure will define China's aerospace ambitions. The world is watching to see if China can deliver. The solo ascent is underway, with everything at stake. Two colossal challenges remain for the C929 certification and engines. Certification from China's regulator is certain, but global success requires FAA and EASA approval. Without it, the C929 can't access the world's biggest markets. Political tensions and scrutiny will make certification unpowered. And that the second challenge is engines, China's biggest technological gap. Early C929s will use Western engines, but China's goal is a homegrown power plant, the CJ2000. Developing a world-class jet engine is a feat only a few companies have achieved. It demands mastery of materials, thermodynamics, and precision engineering. Until China can build a reliable, efficient engine, true aviation independence remains out of reach. The C929 can fly with Western engines, but only a Chinese engine will make it a true symbol of national achievement. The future of global aviation may hinge on whether China can clear these final hurdles. The race is on, and the world is watching. The next chapter in aviation history is being written now.